Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23. It is time for my home round. It's the time for the home circuit. It is Silverstone, round 10 of our Moto3 career mode. So not a great qualifying for us. We're starting from 18th place on the grid with the sick 58 Quadricorsa Honda. Away we go. So we need to finish in third in the World Championship. That is the goal that we've got to focus on for the rest of the season, but I'm not interested in any of those goals. This is my home track. This is Silverstone. I want to be victorious. Now, I don't know how to balance the fuel at the moment in time, because sometimes the races in Moto3 are easy and then some are difficult, and since the latest update for MotoGP 23 came out, and I'm finding it a little bit too easy. You may be questioning that in so-called in the last Grand Prix, which was on the highest power setting and we still couldn't get the job done, but I'm a bit late there going into the left-hand side. But I'm quite confident we can run power setting 2 for a while and then we'll change it over for 3. It does take a few laps for the AI to really start chucking in those fast lap times, so I'm going to work with power setting 2 first and then we'll exchange it to power setting 3. So now into Luffield, which is turn 7 this year, of course, because they have changed the pit lane entrance and exit into the other part now, which is no longer in Woodcut, as you can see to the right side. This is where it used to be. Unfortunately, it has moved over to the other side. I much prefer this side. That iconic moment of Alex Rins beating Marc Marquez in 2019 was just sensational. Absolutely amazing. So I really love that part of the track there. But we now go into probably the most iconic, into Maggots and Beckett. So into Maggots we go, and then to the right hand side, a little bit out of shape there going into turn 11, but we're still on it, still in power setting 2. Holgado leading the way. Of course, we had a bit of a come together in Sokol, you could say, in Kazakhstan, so he managed to get the better out of us in that Grand Prix, but I'm pretty confident in our abilities that we can still stay ahead of Holgado. Of course, as mentioned as earlier, we've got to finish third in the World Championship, but I'm not looking to finish third. We're looking to win it, and we always tend to do that, so let's keep that in our mind as we just lose the position to Joel Kelso. It could now be time to move into power setting 3. It does look like the latter stage of the lap is where the AI is stronger until Vale. Look how much we were able to close in. We're really close now to Jose Antonio Rueda and Ryusei Yamanaka ahead of us, the number 99 and the number 6. So coming into the club corner, or coming out of the club corner, we just catch the rumble strip, so we have lost a little bit of time. And now this is where I'm beginning to think maybe power setting 3 is the option to go. I just don't want to get through all the riders and just start dominating. I want to be pushed. I want to be challenged. You know, so be it if we crash, so be it if we just go in a ball of flame. But I'm just happy to keep the content interesting and the race is fun and exciting. So we got through on Yamanaka. Now it's time to have a pop at Rueda. He's trying to hold me off as we push the man in the Red Bull KTM team to the outside of the track, as we still use the second power option. There comes Rueda, of course the double champion in 2022, the FIM Junior GP champion and the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup champion. So a pretty good year for Jose Antonio Rueda Ruiz, full name, for the number 99. And yeah, we're going to show him up though. We've only done, a little bit of last season in MotoGP 23's newly found career mode. I'd say we're doing a little bit better than Rueda, so pick your poisons and pick your fights. I think I'm going to do that with Rueda at the moment in time, but that man has got one hell of a career ahead of him, as he's already a double champion. It's no easy feat, and to do it in the same season, ridiculous. Like Dominic Egerter sort of levels. Pretty impressive. So into turn 11, we go for the right hand side here. I am having to remember some of these corners now, because I'm not entirely sure which number is which since they changed it. I'm so used to Luffield being a certain number and then the loop, etc. Everything's just different, so I'm catching up here in today's video. So now into the long straight. As we get a quick mention, I would like to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content, of course. If you're not, then why are you still here? But if you are enjoying it, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It does help out the channel, and we're not that far away from 8,000 subscribers, and I'd be very grateful if you can help me reach that milestone. And ironically, Milestone is the guys who make this game. So let's get back to Milestone's creation and back to the action with MotoGP 23. Now at this point we've got to start considering power setting 3. We're getting closer and we are beginning to close into the back of the riders ahead, but we're just not making enough ground quickly, because the AI get really strong towards the latter stage of the Grand Prix. If you've not watched any of my videos recently, then you may not be aware of it, but in MotoGP 21 and 22, the AI did this. They were quite slow to start off, and then towards the end, they were really fast. This time, it does seem to have gone back to that after the most recent update, and it's working. It's making these races interesting. The only difference and sort of chore I have to do is I have to run the lower power setting for a couple of laps until round now, and now we can start going for it with the highest power option. A little bit concerned that Tatsuki Suzuki is leading the way, and I like Tatsuki Suzuki in real life, of course, but here, he's been my rival for the majority of the 10 Grand Prix we've had so far. I'm not going to allow him or Masia to dominate here in Silverstone, not in my home track. I want to get the victory here. This is very important to get the victory in Silverstone. We've not had a British winner here in God knows how long. It's been too long, and it's time for me to take over at the front to get that victory. Now, of course, with the power setting 3 option, I thought we would be instantly doing better. But the problem is when you move over to that third power option, you do have to reimagine and reinvent yourself for the new power option, because it's easy to get away with a lot of power in power setting 2, but now in the slower corners with the lower gears, you've got to be careful you don't get the wheelie going when you leave some of these corners, and here's probably where we're going to see the most benefit. Power setting 3 enabled. If we get a bit of slipstream from David Munoz, we should be able to close in quite quickly to the group ahead. Now, bear in mind, going into Vale, which is of course 2 corners away from now, they are very, very slow upon the braking. This is where we can take a dramatic amount of time. You can see the gap is disappearing, and we can see the delta to the top right corner of the screen, 7/10 of a second. We are looking to be benefiting on this lap. Very tight to the apex there. Bit of a mistake as a quickly upshift into second gear. Now's our chance to get into the slipstream and tackle turn 1 and 2, with hopefully getting a bit closer. I do love the change of direction. It's not the fastest lap on the track. Tatsuki-san holds that one with a 2-minute 13.678. We're down with a 2-minute 14.066. Now in the qualifying I was able to get into the low 2.13s. 2.12 is a difficult ask, but look how much we're closing in into Village. Turn 3, couple of tenths of a second has gone to us, as Munoz will be under pressure in a moment. Bring on the power gently and gracefully coming into the Aintree corner. Oh, just dipped onto the rumble strip. But we're still right there. And we still have an opportunity now to start churning out and getting up to the podium positions. This is what it's all about. This is why I like these longer races. I'm quite glad that I listened to you guys and did the poll for how long you wanted these races to be. It's good to see that 50% dominated the votes, and that is why we're doing 50% Grand Prix. Very much enjoy it, and I hope you guys are too as well. Now to the right hand side we go for Woodcut. We've got David Munoz a couple of tenths of a second ahead of us. Should have a great opportunity to get some slipstream going into Maggots and Beckett's in a moment. Brilliant tight apex into Cops there. That has closed us in. Are we close enough for a lunge? It might be a bit risky, but I can't say no if the opportunity presents itself. So to the right hand side we'll go. Is it a chance? Oh, beautifully done! Yes! Right up in the inside. I don't usually get a move like that done here in Silverstone, but we really looked superior going into the right hand side there. And surprisingly enough, David Munoz didn't retaliate at all. And he's still a tenth of a second behind. What a lunge that was. What a move. I'm really happy with that. That was great. Expect a YouTube short incoming. I can't not do that for this one. That was great. I'm really proud of that overtake, if you can't tell already. So now to the right hand side. There is Munoz actually to the just on the round the outside. Goodness me. Munoz getting a bit brave. Not like we've never said that before, but hard on the brakes we go for Vale. Xavi Artigas is under pressure. Excuse me, Xavi. Oh, we're beginning to get a bit aggressive here. Rubbing is indeed racing. Shout out to channel member Swag Panda for making a comment regarding my "rubbing is racing" quote in the Discord server. He seems to believe that I say that when I've killed around 4 people in a corner, which never happens. I'm a very good guy and I don't make contact with the AI. As long as you didn't see that a minute ago, and we're probably about to make more in a moment's time. But look at the contact ahead of us. Halgado and Moreira just bashed fairings. Herrera gave it some gesticulation, and Holgado, who was leading this Grand Prix by quite a bit, has now sunk to third. I'll be looking forward to dismantling and dispatching of the number 96. I'm rubbing my hands together, not too close to the mic, because otherwise you'll be able to hear it. So to the left-hand side we go into the wonderfully tight corner of the Brooklands. And go for that tighter line here, and then really swing it over to the right from Luffield. We're closing in. Maybe power setting 3 was too easy at this stage. Maybe I should have left it a bit longer. See, this is what I mean. I don't know when to do it. I don't want the videos to be easy. I want it to be challenging. And I guess, actually, Jamamasya is on a tear. 2.3 seconds up the road he is there, look. And Tatsuki-san, who's been demoted to second. That could be interesting. I've got a lot of work to do here now to chase them up. We've got Moreira ahead of us. Holgado as well. Not too concerned about these two because I'm pretty confident in our abilities that we can get past them before we get to Vale. And if not, we'll definitely get through at Vale. So those are my options for now. We're sizing them up and thinking about where to lunge. That's when you know you're in a good position. If you can automatically think where you're going to be looking at an overtake, you're in a good spot for the race. Didn't get the best of launches to the left-hand side there. This won't be a very good lap time compared to the other, but look at these two. These two are just bashing bearings every other corner. It's fantastic to watch. Really is. I love it when the AI works well in this game, because when it works well, it's really good. And then when it doesn't, it's, yeah, everyone hates it. So, into Vale we'll go then. I was a little bit optimistic in my belief that I could get through on these two. Really closing in. I don't want a Martin Marquez moment going into there, but thankfully we're not going to need to. And is my eyes deceiving me? Or is Tatsuki Suzuki falling behind him? And is he getting closer to us rather than getting closer to Jamamasya? This is going to be fun. I am keen. Very keen. I love this circuit and I feel confident and I'm ready to really kick things up a notch here as we close in on Moreira here into Village. Moreira and Holgado, they're not too far away now. A little bit deep into the loop, that's cost us a bit of time. Formerly, what, turn 12 was it? As we now go to the left-hand side for Aintree. Turn 5 coming out there quite strong. I do believe this is the Hanger straight, but I'll be honest with you, I always get the straights wrong. I'm always focused more on the corner names rather than the straight. But into the Brooklands we'll go. Here comes a lunge up on the inside of Moreira. A bit of contact made there, but nothing too strenuous. No one's going to be too upset with that one. Just a small amount of fairings bashing. And there's now Holgado. He's trying to break away from Moreira. But he can't break away from us both. Surely not. Could I line them up going into Maggots and Beckett's? Could it be done? Question marks, questions, but no answers. I guess we'll find out very, very soon. Moreira's a bit late, a bit early on the brakes there. We just clipped the apex going into Copse. That has cost us time. We might be able to go for Moreira here. We've got to be brave. And that's if anything, we're always brazen. We're always bold, but we're not that bold enough. Okay, Moreira's not happy with that bit of contact, but don't worry about it. We're all good. We're all still on board our respected motorcycles. As we now go to the left-hand side. Again, he's braking quite early. It's costing me time, this, with messing around, bumping into the rear of the bikes ahead of us. That's not going to help our chances. And there pops up the subscribe button again. Don't ignore it. You can always click it if you want to. So now, to the right-hand side, we'll go for Stowe. Just touching the grass there as well. I've really ruined my braking point. Chevy Artigas, who's 0.8 of a second behind us, is now down to 0.4. Half that gap from one mistake. Goodness me, is it getting close to Moreira again? Oh, you can really see how much speed we can carry in there if it's a time trial or a one-lap push. But when it comes to riders ahead of us, it just can't be stopped. Jamamasya, on the other hand, has now gone 2 minute 13.345 with clear track. This is brilliant for him. This is working well. And quick apologies for my voice in this one. I'm a little bit tired, so I'm struggling a bit with the commentary, and sometimes... Whoa, sliding in there! That wasn't ideal, as we're now going to Village. No, the front! Oh! Damn it! Oh, right on cue. Oh my goodness, now we're getting picked up by Ortola going into the corner there. That has cost us massive. God, goodness me. I could see it happening when I did that. The second the rear wheels span out like that, that was it. Oh, I really dropped the ball there. I've just thrown away some pretty hefty championship points there. We're battling for at most 3 or 4 points now. Ah, damn it. Forced me into a mistake. Well played. Well played, AI, here in MotoGP 23. Look at Sasaki. Look at that corner speed that he's got there. Was the soft option rear tyre a gamble? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I was trying to apologise for my voice in this one because I don't think it's as clear as usual. It's a bit raspy. But I've had a very, very hectic week this week, and some things have happened that I certainly didn't expect. So yeah, I've been mega busy, but I'm happy to still be making content for you guys and still sticking up with the 100% video uploads in the sense of every single day. So yeah, let's do it. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the videos going, and let's keep those subscribers and likes coming. So if you are enjoying, go ahead and do that now. But now we need to redeem ourselves. Too many mistakes. Well, one mistake and that was enough. That's too much for this video. 4 seconds we lost in that exchange. Holgado sitting pretty on the podium. Massi is looking good at the front there. Whoa, one shoe touching the grass. That's not ideal. Scary moment for the Turk ahead of us, number 53, of course, Dennis Earnchew. As we now go onto the brakes for Vale. I might be able to go around the outside here. Nicely done. Can I get through an Ortola as well? Oh, steady. Whoa, a big wheelie. Almost like the wheelie glitch on Ride 4. Thank goodness that doesn't happen in this game. That's just a very eager DrAce pressing the power button a bit too early. So across the line, we lost a dramatic amount of time. No one to blame there but myself. I know that AI has been a lot tougher towards the latter stage of this video, but my goodness, I haven't delivered like I should have done. I'm really not happy with that. I let myself down there. Straight into village. There was no reason to be going that aggressive on the brakes, sliding the rear in when the rear tyre's already not looking too promising. It was a gamble. You have to go for these things. At round 10 of the championship with 11 more to go, it's not a big deal. I guess it's not. But as long as it didn't ruin the video and you guys are still enjoying it and still watching, then hell, I'm absolutely fine with the outcome of this Silverstone Grand Prix. But what I can tell you is there won't be a British winner standing on the top step of the podium here in Silverstone this year in MotoGP 23. Maybe we'll have to wait for Moto 2, or maybe even as late as MotoGP. So now, into the right hand side for Woodcut. We aren't closing in on Ortola. Either the AI has got extremely stronger towards the latter stage of this Grand Prix, or I'm just not doing very well. And I've got to say, I kind of rebounded well on this particular lap, but I can't compete with the AI at this stage. Very, very strange as we go. Wow, wow, I thought that was over for a second. We're still going to pick up 4 very crucial championship points. That certainly doesn't keep me in the lead, but it does keep things interesting. We might drop down to second once again. Very curious to see where Massi is going to go as wow. Off the circuit, back on the track. Not looking too hot here. Trying to manipulate the food bowl for the cat so she can eat it. Long story short, I have to move the bowl away from one cat so the other cat doesn't end up eating it as Sasaki goes through. Eat on that, he said. Goodness me. That was really aggressive. Am I just really struggling at this stage? Up on the inside of Sasaki once again. Not able to, well, I'm able to make it stick, but he might have the outside line. Be brave to go around the outside. He's done it. Oh no. Yeah, I'm getting shown up here. Into turn 7, well, turn 18 for Club Corner. Looks like Sasaki's done me as well. What has happened? Are we really struggling this much, or has the AI just gone to another level? 8 seconds behind we are. So not only lost time from crashing, we've lost time since then as well. No clear track either. Doesn't look like as bright as it originally was. And might be my eyes deceiving me, but looks like it's gone a bit dark, a bit more overcast. As Ayume Sasaki is still in my way. Should be able to get him going into Brooklands in a moment. So use the slipstream on the long straight and then dive up on the inside to the left hand side here. So wait for it. See the rumble strip start breaking in nice and early. Turning in like a champion. Beautifully done. So now if he leaves me alone, I may actually be able to catch up to Ethan Ortola. So we're up by a 10th. What's he doing? No, what's he doing? Oh my god. The AI. It's ruined me. It's absolutely ruined me. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your race. That's done. I can't believe it. So that's the end result. So after we quickly got across the line there to end that race, Massi wins with Holgado and Moreira finishing third. But Satsuki Suzuki, he was there in second for so long, but unfortunately for him, he's dropped down to fourth. And big shout out to Yumi Sasaki for knocking me off there. That really, really helped my championship. I know it may only been 4 points, but it's going to look much worse now, isn't it? So let's have a look. Yes, as we expected, we did lose the championship lead, but by a single championship point to Daniel Halgado. The rivalry is brewing up nicely, isn't it now? 7 points from Herrera, 20 points from Jamamasia. It's heating up, and that's the way we like it. But guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching the video. You'll be able to see the team's championship on screen now if you want to see it. And I guess that's it. So thanks for watching as always. I do appreciate you sticking around to this long to the part of the video. And of course, if you do really enjoy, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing as well. And finally, if you want to join the DrAce pit crew, you can do so with the link in the description down below. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.